And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Rise of Industry, release candidate 3 of Alpha 6. Okay, we are researching like crazy. I have researched tons of things, and we have a little bit to do before we finally get to the bookstore over here, which has increased its demand. Now, instead of 1, it's 2 per week, which means we would be able to make immense amounts of money off of these 2 final products, books and newspapers. So books would be printed paper and ink, and I'm working on printed paper right now. Printed paper would be able to send in intermediates, which is parchment and ink. So it's a lot of ink. There's a lot of ink involved in this, and yeah, we're gonna want to maximize our profits. And so newspapers are 2 printed paper and ink, and you know, it's just more stuff. And the way I calculated ink was one water harvester and 1 coal harvester would be able to support 1 ink, because this is 20 days and these are 10 days apiece. So one setup for coal, 1 setup for water would basically give me 20 ink every 20, or yeah, it's be 5 would be, yeah, I think it was 20 ink every 10 days or something like that. It's funny, you know, before I start recording an episode, I can do the math really easy, but when I have to like say it out loud, my brain just stops. So one of these is able to keep one of these going, which is 2 ink every 20 days, which basically is 1 ink every 10 days. Times that by 5, and you're getting 5 ink every 10 days. That's roughly what it is. And then printed paper is a 35-day process. So I think 1 setup for ink would be able to support quite a big production, because of, you know, how much we have to go around. I want to grow this city a little bit faster. We are supplying it with massive numbers of apples and vegetables, and we are supplying quite a bit of gas, and we're trickling in glass. But they also could use some lumber, which, you know, we could easily do a lumber yard over here. I mean, this is pretty trivial for this little setup over here. We're just gonna max it out, because why not? Something like that. So this is gonna be lumber for hills, and destination commercial Heritage Hills hardware store. You get the lot. Maybe that will, you know, beef up what we've got going. So yeah, I could be pushing more into research, but you know, with all the stuff that we're building at the moment, we're kind of on a tight budget. We're making a little bit of money every month, but I'm just about to we're gonna pause it. We're gonna double our glass. So this is gonna be glass 4, and then glass 5. This is gonna be glass 6, like so. And then the destinations for these, I think 4 we will dedicate to Heritage Hills hardware store. 5 we will dedicate to Heritage Hills hardware store. And then 6 will go over here. Commercial Chanahanahan hardware store. Now if we need more sand, that's fine, but these sands are already full. As you can see, these are reporting as full. If we need another coal, I can do that. I do believe I'm going to need another coal, but this is our most income generating area, and I want to beef it up a little bit. So this send for glass 2, we're sending to 2 and 3. Let's send factories. Let's send to 4 and 5, but dispatch level on 5 will be 2, and this will be 2 as well. 4 and 5. So now we need like 5 and 6 on this guy. Yeah. Destinations. So we're gonna do factories 5 and 6. Dispatch level is, I'm gonna have it as 1 on 6, but 2 on 5. Actually, let's do 3 on 5. And then let's add 4 as a 2. Just so all the things get moved. Now, yeah, see, we're gonna need, there's so much coal over here. Destinations. Let's do glass 1. Everybody gets a dispatch level of 2. And then we're going to do 4, 5, and 6. 6 will be 1, 4 will be 2, 5 will be 2. The 6 is a lot further away, so I want to make sure it gets a good amount. Okay, so the sand is now getting delivered. Because it's 4 sand, I might need another sand. That wouldn't surprise me. And I might need another coal. So should we just hammer that out? Coal mine. We're gonna have it. Let's have it down here. Actually, there's really no. Those coal things are huge. We're gonna have it here, and then. That was not cheap. That was a not a cheap thing to do there. So this is going to be coal for glass 2, and we're just going to have these destinations, factories 4, 5, and 6. Dispatch level 2 and then 1. Hopefully get some movement going here. So yeah, see, we need quite a lot. Hoping that beefs up our profit margins a little bit. Might take a month or 2 for it to actually update. We should be sending ample lumber over here at the moment. Ample wood. I could be, I could be grabbing some sand and pushing it in here. I want this to grow a little bit more, and let's encourage it to grow out this way. A little encouragement. Maybe one more. And 1 on this side. Because if it keeps growing up into here, we're going to have an issue. Kind of hoping apples goes up. Still only 3 per week on this. Town's got to grow pretty big before it jumpstarts more demand. Production alert. Water for apples. Ah, yes. Well, if we had more places to send apples, we could maybe send them down here. What is this? Oh, see, it doesn't even want apples. Really nowhere else. No, that's the wholesaler. Farmer's market. See, he wants apples, but that is a long trip for apples. I would need, like, a train or something to deliver those, because that's way too far for trucks to go. So, are you prospering? You're still stagnating. Oh, this other town, booming. We have a clothing store now. Not a whole lot that I want to do there. These are some pretty gnarly productions. And yeah, we could do summer clothes, work clothes. We could make a lot of money on those, but yeah, it's heavy fabric and there's a whole lot that goes into those. So let's think about, I think everybody here is happy. Looks like they are. We got lots of glass moving now because our glass demand actually went up. You know, along with the city size, it's up there, 5 per week now. All right. Wool I could get from sheep and mutton. That might be something we might want to look into. Sheep, mutton, I mean, it's 35 days, but that wool, because we could also sell the mutton at the farmer's market. I know one of these had mutton in it. There it is. So yeah, we could. I mean, it's three wheat every 35 days. And that's 3 wheat every... So a wheat farm would actually support 5 of the sheep of these. That's pretty good. That'd be a lot. I mean, that's a lot of mutton. And we'd sell it here, that's fine. Maybe we should do that. Let's look at our tech tree. Livestock. Sheep. Canned mutton, no. Can we, I can't click and drag these to move them? But, you know what? We're gonna cancel that. We're gonna cancel that. We're gonna go, I wanna re-add tunnels. I really need bridges and I mean, we're gonna start moving stuff around. That would be nice. And we're also gonna add that. So we can get some more livestock growing. We've already got the crop field, so we'll be able to do lots of wheat. And let's see, food. That's a plantation, that's a plantation. Although cocoa, there's a few places that I can get that. Taters and hops. Not really worth it at the moment. Cocoa, though, there's a few places that I can do cocoa. Maybe not here. Farmer's market. I know it's out there. I want to get it unlocked. And now that the paper mill is, I mean, we've got newspapers unlocking now, and that is one of the things that I can sell to this bookstore is newspapers. So we're getting at least one of these unlocked. And we can start, if we run into money issues, we can start just delivering like printed paper. I mean, that's still 77 grand. So that'd be 124, or no, 154,000 a week we could get from printed paper. And then we can move on to newspapers and make, oh, what is that, that's 600,000 times 4. That's like $2.4 million a month in potential income. Look at that. We've really jumped in our income just with these few changes that I've done. The extra glass is really helping us out. Wheat farm, I'm more inclined to drop the wheat farm. So what do you have? You have 145 water. Okay, we need to remove the water delivery from wheat. Let's remove that. I want this to drain out all of its water. That's 145 cycles. That's a lot. That's a lot of water. So yeah, we're good on water, and let's just drain out the rest of that wheat, and then we'll, you know, either bulldoze that or, you know, move that wheat elsewhere, especially in livestock. That would be a great place for all that wheat. I could even move it up here and do it up here. Although I'd need water, so that's a thing. Production alert. Water for apples. Yeah, that's fine. Water for apples. They don't want any more apples yet, so there's really nowhere I can put that water as of yet. Okay, so how are you? You're prospering again. You should be. You've got lumber coming out the doors there. I'm really supplying a lot of lumber. You know, I don't really need to supply that much, but I mean, money is money. Okay, so let's think about what we need for this chain. This is going to be a massive undertaking. I want to sort of get a line here. I think we'll stretch this out this way. Okay. So we've got iron over here. I'm just gonna kind of ignore this iron because we need the water and we need coal for the ink. So if we look at the recipe book, we need ink and we need parchment. It says wood and water. 1 wood will keep up with one of these parchments. This is going to be horribly expensive to do this. So first thing, I'm going to pause it. Gatherers, coal mine. This thing is so huge. So we're going to build that there. I'm not really sure how best to do this. Kind of a circuitous route there. As long as it gets where it's needed. I know there are probably people out there that have really ideal situations, but we're also going to need a water siphon. So let's get this thing up. Looking like that. Let's just go straight out with it. So we're also going to need lumber, which we have in ample amounts all over. But these two, this is going to be coal for ink, 1. And this is going to be water for ink, 1. Now I might need some more water for the parchment, but I can do that back in here somewhere. Not a problem. Okay, so these two are going to make ink, which is made in a paper mill. Factories pay 450,000 bucks for one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I think I said that we can support. So this is going to be ink 1. Production ink. Yes. Hey, look at that. The names copy over again. Or names copy over at long last. Ink 3. 4. And 5. So, pull for ink. Destinations. Factories. Ink 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna. How high does the dispatch level go? Oh, it goes really, really high. So let's do dispatch level 3 on all of these. Again, I didn't look up what that means. I don't know if it's priority level or what, but we're gonna do dispatch level 3. Water. Destinations. Again, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Okay, so we got water, we got coal. Now, what do we do with the ink? Well, we're gonna need parchment. So that, I think we can do maybe down here somewhere. So we're gonna need lumber. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. This is just to start out getting production up. So we're also going to need some water for where you need parchment. So 2 lumber, 1 water every 25 days. We can always add lumber, but I want another water siphon. And we're going to put this baby down in here somewhere. Let's rotate him around. So let's go up a little bit. Now, are we going to need more water in here? I don't know. But 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's the water. This is going to be wood for parchment. Wood for parchment 1. And this is going to be water for parchment 1. Okay. Now we need the parchment, which is more paper mills. Oof. But that's going to have to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.